out to Sean, and Nan and Jim, and Mom and Pa, Renee, and me, my mom. A cousin is defined as a child of one's uncle or aunt. It's a simple definition, but one that doesn't come near to describing my Heather. She was a stronghold, powerhouse, a shelter in my storms, and a force of nature not to be reckoned with. She had a way of calming me, bringing my peace, easing my anxiety, light years before the best pharmaceutical remedies, even when she couldn't find it for herself. She could always help me when I needed it, but sadly she couldn't find that success for herself. From her childhood until her untimely end, she has lived a life that has had her forever chasing the relief she just couldn't reach. My father was her hero, her knight in shining armor, and her voice when she couldn't find her own. He was to her what she was to me. The bond between them was as two pieces of steel welded together, stronger at their fusion than at their separate ends. Many of my childhood memories have her in them, either at the centerpiece or in the background somewhere, but always there. One of my favorites is of her and my dad playing in the pool while I sat on the edge at our old house on Illinois Street, where I watched the two of them for what seemed like days, taking turns dunking each other, my dad throwing her through the air. In later years, it was me throwing her in her pool. Water was the center of many of our times together, and maybe it's fitting for a substance that flows so freely like her spirit did. She was hard like ice when she had to be, and as difficult to control as a whispering cloud in the Rockies. And water's the most powerful substance known to man, strong enough to create the Grand Canyon, and when frozen, carves out Great Lakes. The amazing thing about water is there's no life without it. And that was my Heather, the one we all struggle to live on without. There is nothing that will fill the void in our hearts created by her absence, not a bottle or a pill or any remedy man can make can patch them for us. She was a song no one could sing, a chord no one could play, and a story no one could tell but her. And the Bible has become a very important part of my life since I have last seen many of you. It's my source of strength in times like these and guidance through tough situations. In the final book of the Bible, the book of Revelation, it's the record of a dream sent to the Apostle John, a very detailed and symbolic telling of the end of the world in a terrifying time. And John, right near the end, almost as if he was making sure that we still know God has our backs, records in chapter 21, verse 4, "And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." And through this we see that in the middle of the chaotic end of the world, God takes out time to ensure that we all know that we have a safe hold in his arms. I cannot stand here and pretend like we were always so close. In fact, over the last few years, we slowly drifted apart. The bond between us was one that neither distance nor time could tarnish. We just let life get in the way. Excuses build up, and it left us in our way. But let this be a warning to you who find yourselves in a similar situation. If you have a relationship like Heather and I did, don't let the sun set on your unspoken words. Feed your time together and let it grow and bring you closer day by day. Nurture it, tend to it, and don't let it slowly slip away. If there's an obstacle keeping you from each other, remove it. Flaws in friends and family are like parasites. They're toxic and usually only visible to the ones looking for them in the first place. To many people, she was many things. sister, daughter, cousin, aunt. But to me, she was simply my Heather. She has shed the skin of this life, robed herself in the fine linens of immortality, living on in our hearts and dancing through our memories. So here, in this final hour, in this quiet place, we have come to bid farewell to our Heather. In the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 4, it says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." And as we lay this soul to rest, returning her from whence she came, let us find comfort in knowing this is not an end, but let us rather see her as a seed planted, that when the winter of our mourning has come and gone, springs new life as a family and as friends. A new life of relationships mended and maintained, a life of peace and patience, and a life of faith and family. So I say goodbye to my Heather, my protector, my secret keeper, my favorite. God bless your soul, Heather. The rest you couldn't find here.